So for this problem, we want to solve triangle PQR, round intermediate result to 3 decimal places, and final answers to 1 decimal place. So there is your Law of Cosines equation you're going to use. Remember that lowercase letters are opposite of the uppercase angle measurements. So here's what it would look like, the next line of your equation. Okay, p squared equals 21 squared plus 7.5 squared minus 2 times 21 times 7.5 times cosine 121. You can enter that in your calculator, and it should give you the result of what I'm going to show up here next. So there is, you should get 659.487. That's what it means to round your intermediate result to 3 decimal places. That's why that number is rounded to 3 decimal places. So here you just need to take the square root of both sides to get p by itself, and you should get 25.7. So now we need to find the angle measures of Q and R, and we're going to use the law of sines for that. Since we know that P is 25.7, we can just write that off to the side, and we're going to erase my work here, and we're going to put up the law of sines. Law of sines says that the sine of the angle, since we have to find, let's find R over the side that's opposite of R, which is 21. It's going to equal the sine of P, which was 121, over the side that's opposite of it, which is 25.7. All right, so sine of R, we're going to cross multiply divide. So we're going to multiply these two numbers. Go ahead and you multiply that in your calculator, and then divide by 25.7. And you'll get the sine of R is equal to 0.70040900784. Now you want to take the inverse sine of that number, and I would suggest you do the inverse sine of this entire value because this program is kind of picky. So when you do the inverse sine of that really long decimal, you should get the measure of angle R, and the measure of angle R is going to be rounded to 1 decimal place, 44.5. So I can put 44.5 there. And now to find the measure of angle Q, it's not much of a challenge. You have 2 angles of a triangle. The angles of a triangle have to add up to 180. You can take 180 minus 121 and then minus 44.5, and you should get 14.5.